What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I recustomize and review past DLC vehicles that have good microphone quality before early 2019. So as always, guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next. I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Hijak Ruston, which I customized / reviewed back in 2017 when it released. So the Ruston released with the Cunning Stunts update drip feed in March of 2017, and used to be available from Legendary Motors website for about $400,000. However, it was sadly removed with the Mercenaries update last year. As always, I'll leave a video link down below in the pinned comment explaining every method to get removed website cars. In regards to performance, although it looks like a little track monster, it's sadly one of the slowest cars in that class, and that's due to its lack of handling and power. Plus, it doesn't really like bumpy roads either. It can easily spin out, which also makes it super inconsistent on top of the fact that it's already slow. So yeah, unfortunately for performance it's not great, but in the styling department and customization it's actually pretty good. It's one of those cars with that track toy styling that just looks really good in a garage with some of your other race cars and such. But anyways, in terms of what the Ruston's based on, it's primarily based on the VUHL 05. Again, a very cool track car and design that's actually Mexican, by the way. It's pretty cool, just a shame that the track performance wasn't translated into GTI line as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Ruston. Alright, Hijak Ruston, let's do it. Okay, we got armor, brakes, all the usual stuff here. So we have front bumpers. So these bumpers actually change. I mean, they're a pretty drastic change to the front end. So you got this one, you can see the difference there. Pretty crazy. Then you got this one, kind of like the opposite angle there. You got this one with like a weird grill section in the center and like with some bolts and stuff. Interesting. We got this last one here, which is like just, I guess, the largest grill, or it actually looks kind of like the stock one, with like a secondary trim in the middle there, and it cuts off the edges too, where the tire is, you can see there. Interesting. I'm feeling the vented race bumper the most. I like that one. Rear bumper, you got the carbon rear bumper, so stock it's secondary. Then you got this one. Then you got this one, which changes the rear bumper completely. Then you got the tuner one. And then the last one here is the vented rear bumper, which is the one I like because it adds the vents out back, which I think really gives it a nice aggressive design compared to any of the other ones, honestly. I feel like it kind of needs that. It just looks a lot better, so we're going to go with that. Engine, exhaust. So you got titanium twin. You got the dual chrome tip, and then the dual titanium, which is kind of like an infinity sort of exhaust. I think I'm gonna go with the twin titanium here. Hood, you got the custom instep hood, double vented hood, ram air hood, and then the drop vented, which I like the drop vented a lot. I think I'm gonna go with that. I also like the way that the line, where sort of like where it ends, and then it kind of goes like the mirrors. Yeah, this one I feel really goes with the car well, so we'll do that. Lights, I'll leave the stock ones there. Plates, throw my black plate on there, and then I'll throw my track plate. Respray. So for this, I'm thinking of something, something bright, something fun to go with the car. A track car, I feel like it should have, one of those bright colors, not something boring like gray or black or white. Even though the white does look good too, but I'm gonna go with classic, so we don't have a pearl, and I'm gonna throw on here the dew yellow. I think that just looks so good on this car. That sort of like neon, sort of tennis ball looking color. I just love that. So do that color there. Secondary color is gonna be the actual chassis, I guess, of this car. So that's sort of interesting there. So it's only that changing because obviously we changed some of our parts, so it's no longer secondary, it's carbon. I think we should make that match. I feel like black just doesn't hit in too much. Let's see. I don't know if it's too much dew yellow. Let's see here. Dew yellow. Here we go. Let's see. It's a little much, but I don't know. I feel like it kind of goes with it. Tough choice. Yeah, I feel like it should be black. We can also do chrome, but I feel like that'd look a bit weird. Doesn't look bad. I'm gonna go with a crew black on there. Let's do that. Equipment for this car goes on the door. Really small there. Let's see. Roll cage. So you do have a roll cage option here, which is actually linked to your secondary color. So a half cage, street cage, very interesting. Race cage, and then the track cage. Personally, I feel like this car, the look of it, especially with like the roll bar it has above the driver's head, I feel like it doesn't need anything back here. Like, to me, it sort of ruins the look, especially, you know, this really cool carbon section back here. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the way this looks. It looks kind of like a buggy or something. I don't know. I feel it looks better without anything there. Skirts. You got the low-level carbon skirt. Okay, which makes it a little bit larger. Then you got the carbon race skirt, a larger fin there. Then you got the high-level, even larger fin. Then you got the carbon GT with a fin that, well, actually it sticks out more, and it gives you a fin out front. And then you have the custom vented skirt, which changes the skirt as like a vent up here. Yeah, this one just looks sick. I love the custom vented skirt. Let's go with that. Splitters. So you have your stock splitter, which is forced in like a gray for some reason. It's really weird, but you can change it here. So you got the carbon curved, carbon inset, pointed. That looks weird. It's like, okay. And then you got the custom angled. I feel like the custom inset looks the best. I'm gonna go with that. Sport upgrades. So you got primary wing, low level, GT, race, and high level GT wing. I like the high level a lot because I like the dip in the center of a spoiler. That looks really good. That's nice. These other ones look great too, but I just like the dip in the middle. That looks sick. Let's go with that. Transmission, turbo, wheels. Now the wheels are nice. They're basically like the Cheetah RRs, but they have the primary color on them and on the lip and also on the center cap, which looks great. But and you can glitch these black using like a merge glitch or whatever. But personally, I feel like the gray spokes just doesn't do it for me, so I am gonna change them. Now you could go to the high end and then do the carbon cheetahs and then do the lip and the do yellow. I know that's an option there, but I do want to change the wheel design as well. So I'm gonna go to the street category and I'm gonna throw on here the hyper fresh. And these just look really good on here, especially in black. I feel like it just goes with the look of the car with the center locks and everything. So I'm gonna do that there, and that's all the options. So no suspension options, sadly, and no window option, obviously, because there's no windows. But all right, let's go ahead and exit to ground, take it for a drive. It's a cool looking little track car. I mean, I genuinely think it looks great. And the customization options, it has a good amount for what it is. That color is awesome, man, on this car. I love that. What a cool looking little car. First person, like a carbon on the dash. Surprised they used a regular car steering wheel though. They didn't use like one of the track ones, like from Benny's or whatever. But the digital gauge cluster, full carbon seats, not bad. All right, for it is rear wheel drive. And they sort of reused the exhaust note from like the NTD XF and the FMJ. Slightly tuned a little bit. Ooh, wow, that car, oh my goodness. They say GTA cars are programmed to hit you, and they definitely are. So, oh my goodness, this car, it doesn't like bumps. Doesn't like bumps. And it understeers a lot. Like, even if you're on a perfectly flat road, it understeers so much. And then when you hit a bump, it oversteers. So, like, on a flat road, you're understeering too much, and then on a bumpy road, you're oversteering and spinning out everywhere. So, it's an absolute mess, dumpster fire to drive. I don't really like the way it drives, but I guess if you drive it slow, it's not bad. But once you start like trying to have fun with it, it just wants to kill you. I just not a fan of this thing. It's a shame because it is a really cool looking car. To me, what they should have done was make this drive like the SE Sport. You know, like really good, glued to the ground handling, and then just a very low top speed to kind of help balance it out. The real car, you know, that it's based on, the VUHL 05, that car in real life, it only weighs, well, it has 360 horsepower, which doesn't seem like a lot by today's standards, but it only weighs 1,600 pounds. 1,600 pounds. For reference, a very lightweight carbon fiber sports car, like a McLaren or something, those cars weigh like 3,300 pounds, somewhere around there, 3,200 pounds. This thing weighs half. Half. So I mean, the power to weight ratio is incredible. And then obviously it has really good chassis, suspension, all that. So this car had so much potential to be something good. You know, obviously not a top tier performing car in the class, but it had potential to be like a really like monster car in terms of handling and in the game. And look at all that understeer. In the game, it's just terrible. And it's a shame. It really is. But yeah, driving, not the greatest, pretty terrible, but it does look really cool, and the customization is great. So I guess if you want to buy it for that, you know, that's fine. There's some first person here. First person's pretty cool. First person view is nice. The first person view is pretty fun. So I guess it's one of those cars that you buy sort of like to have in your garage and stuff, but to like drive it for fun, like high speed, it's not good. So that's only the doors open on this one. Really thick doors too. Look at that. Wow. I mean, the interior is pretty cool. I like the carbon seats with the carbon center, the shifter and everything, and the buttons. I feel like they could have put a track steering wheel instead. That's like the only thing. Then obviously the lack of performance. But I mean, all the carbon trim and stuff, I mean, it's not bad. It's decently done. Not a bad car, man. Again, it was a remove website car, so if you want it, you gotta buy it off a friend or something, or wait for it to return during an event week. But yeah. Anyways, guys, definitely let me know down below in the comments what you think of this car. Personally, I mean, for 400,000, I think it's a pretty good deal to have a nice looking track toy looking car in your garage. But to drive it, it's just a big a big no-no. I don't like the way it drives. As always, let me know down below in the comments what vehicle from early 2019 and older you want to see me recustomize that I haven't recustomized yet. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.